What's up, everyone? So today we're going to build a maple old fashioned, and the ingredients you're going to need are maple syrup. This is a Crown bourbon aged maple syrup. You'll need whiskey. You can use bourbon or rye. Today I have a Bulleit rye. You'll need bitters. I'm using Angostura bitters, and for the garnish I'm using Luxardo maraschino cherries, and then an orange peel here. Alright, so this is a drink that you can just build within your glass. I have an old-fashioned glass here. So, for starters, I'm going to use 1/3 of an ounce of maple syrup. Should be right around there. Followed by 2 ounces of my rye. I have some of those slow pour things, but I don't really use them. Maybe I should start. 2 ounces there. And then let's go with 3 dashes. 1, 2, 3. Angostura bitters. And then since the maple syrup needs to dissolve a bit, I like to stir it just a little bit before I put the ice in. And sometimes it sits at the bottom of the glass. You can see it, and so that's how you know. Alright. This should be good. Next, I do have my ice cube here. These are clear ice cubes. This one I left out for about 1 or 2 minutes so far to temper. Not quite exactly where I want it to be, but good enough. It will clear up. So, let's do this by hand. Like that. So it cracked because it wasn't tempered quite yet. Usually when that happens, you can let it sit for just a couple seconds to let it mend back together. Okay, that should be good. Now you just stir until it's chilled and properly diluted, and the rule of thumb is usually just whenever you go excuse me. Just had a cookie and I think a little piece of crumb caught my throat, but usually when the glass is chilled and it feels cold to the touch and you can see the frost slowly forming. It's getting there, almost there. So, some people like to dilute and stir in a mixing glass. I used to do that a lot too, but I think sometimes it gets too diluted, and then if you do it this way, you can sip on it all day or all night. And then the drink evolves over time as it slowly dilutes more and more. So it starts off pretty strong, and then it evolves. So that's a pretty cool experience. It's pretty nice. Okay. Almost there. If I knew how to edit videos, I would edit this out to reduce it, but I don't. So here you are. I'll learn eventually if I keep this up. This is just for fun since I do this every weekend anyways. And we're in COVID times, doing creative projects. Why not? Okay, that looks pretty good. You can go do a taste test. And that is nice. For the orange peel, I've been doing this wrong apparently, so I was watching The Educated Barfly. It looks like the proper way to do this is to push in with your finger, and that's how you get it deeper. I just don't want to cut myself. But let's see. Deeper. Oh shoot. I'm not getting much deeper there. I'm doing this right. I don't think so. Oh, you know what? He was saying when it's too soft, it's really hard to get the pith, enough pith. You want some pith. Make sure you squeeze the oils out. I also don't want to cut my fingers. Well, you could say this orange is just too soft now, so I'm not going to get any. Let's use a knife. Try that. There's some oils on that, but it's definitely not what I'm looking for. So, I try a knife. Just as long as I don't get to the flesh, should be perfect. Oh, that looks good. No flesh. Enough pith, so therefore, with this, you should get some oils. So there you go. See it. Okay. Yep, and it's all over. Then you want to, there's a word for this, I forgot what the word was. But express, I think it was express. Express it over the glass because the smell is very important for flavor and taste, because apparently 90% of taste comes from your sense of smell. Put it in there. I can still find uses for these little guys. Squeeze it out. It's not much. Just get out of the glass. Put that away. Alright, and now for my cherry. Actually, you know what? I think I want to use the cherry for this. Change my mind. Just because it's already pretty sweet with the maple syrup. Well, there you have it. A maple syrup old fashioned. Cheers.